Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sure, like me, you've all just been watching the first night of the Alan Babbitt solo tour. By that, I mean the press conference. He was selling the absolute shit out of that, wasn't he? Alan was. So fair play to Alan, because he took it upon himself to take the lead at that press conference and done a wonderful job, did Alan. Not a bad card, that. I've seen a lot of people saying that card's no good. I was watching some of the live chat, and a lot of people saying how poor that card is when you get a card that the Saudis aren't involved in, the Saudi money not involved in, and that card is really poor. I think what people got to remember is that the headline of that card is of a certain level. Babbage v Fisher is a certain level. So everything under that, everything on the rest of the card has got to be certainly kind of only equal to or lesser value than the main event. So I don't think that card's that bad. There's some interesting stuff on there, some good prospects on there. But yeah, Alan Babbage absolutely selling the shit out of that. Doing a wonderful job, Alan. And I am really looking forward to that as a scrap. You know, as much as we love the sweet science, we all do love a good scrap, don't we? And for however long that lasts, I do think Alan may get blown away fairly early. But at the same time, I don't think Fisher's the biggest puncher. Certainly don't know yet. We haven't seen him fight at a level to tell us how big a puncher he is, but so we don't know. It could go a few rounds. If it does, it will be wonderful. The main reason this video was I saw a community post by Fight Club 24/7, so a shout out to Fight Club 24/7. And his post was about Dazn and Dazn's pay-per-view. Now, I'm sure you can all remember back in the day when Dazn advertised itself, you will pay a one-off subscription. Pay-per-view will be a thing of the past. We won't do that anymore. You'll pay this one-off subscription, and Dazn will bring you everything for free. And then I forget what the first event was we got on Dazn, the first big fight that we were told kind of couldn't be possible without pay-per-view. This fight is such a magnitude, not possible without making it pay-per-view. And since the pay-per-views have followed, and we've all kind of got accustomed to it, but the post was essentially that Dazn started out as this changing the game. We're going to change the game. Pay-per-views will be a thing of the past. You'll pay this one-off or this monthly, and pay-per-views will be a thing of the past. Other than these really sort of stratospheric events that will need pay-per-view to make them happen. But Fight Club 24/7's post was, now this is a list of pay-per-views on Dazn, and this goes from May to September. So I'm going to read them out to you. Now, these are not all boxing events, but these are all fight sport events. They are, you've got a Jake Paul one on there, and you've got some faded UFC styles on there, but they're all combat sports events on the channel that was going to end pay-per-view. So you've got, so Fury Usyk was May the 18th. You then had the 5v5, June the 1st. Diaz Masvidal, July the 6th. Paul v. Perry, July the 20th. Crawford v. Madrimov and the rest of that bill, August 3rd. Mayweather Gotti, August 24th. KSI versus Slim or Taylor, August the 31st. Then Joshua Dubois, September the 21st. So let's just count them up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 8 from May to December on the channel that was going to end pay-per-view and change the game. I just thought that was well spotted by Fight Club 24/7, and it just makes a mockery of the whole thing. That it kind of, I just think we'd all got used to pay-per-views, got accustomed to them, and I know a lot of you are going to say get a stick, watch them for free, and you can do that. But if we all did that, there'd be nothing at all, would there? So I subscribe and I pay. Certainly won't be paying for all of them. Usyk Fury paid for. 5v5 paid for. Crawford Madrimov will pay for, and Joshua Dubois will pay for. But yeah, it was just the amount of pay-per-views that we now just kind of accept, don't we? So I thought that was just well spotted by Fight Club 24/7. So yeah, change the game, end pay-per-view. Cheers to Dazn. Also, there's been a lot made of the Carl Froch, Anthony Joshua kind of beef in the last week or so, ain't there? And there's part of me that thinks Carl Froch at some point is going to put on the gloves and throw hands again, not at the current active level, but he's going to do it maybe against an aging guy. But I definitely think there's an itch for Carl Froch to get in there from Froch himself. Now, I think I might have found an opponent for that. It's just a bit of fun. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think if Carl Froch came back and drew to and chose to draw hands again. Who would you like to see him in against? But I think a perfect opponent who just fought recently, who is kind of as far gone from his active elite level career, and he's just fought recently, is Sergey. Oh, what's his name again? I always forget his name. Sorry, Sergey Kovalev. Yeah. Now, I think Sergey Kovalev would be a wonderful fight for Carl Froch to come back. I know Kovalev just lost, and he's well past his best, but Froch hasn't fought for something like, what, get on 10 years or something. So, yeah, bit of fun. Froch v Kovalev, what do you reckon? Or who do you guys think, as a bit of fun? This bit of fun. I know this isn't serious shit. We're just having a laugh. But as an opponent for Froch to come back and scratch the itch with, who you got? Anyway, I'll see you all soon. I'm out.